Right, wait for YouTube to update itself. Da da dee da 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 da. Receiving content, receiving content, receiving content, receiving content, receiving content, receiving content. Da 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 content. Yeah. Okay. YouTube is live. Thank you very much. YouTube is a bit jerky, but it's fine. Anyway, right. Let's get this on the go for today. So yes, I still need to build the thing that I need to build. But anyway. Right. Wednesday's update. This is the New Eden update for Wednesday, March 30th, 2016. I'm Wiggles, and here is a roundup of a few stories from around New Eden. Going forward, on a personal note, until my real life calms down a little bit and I can get things sorted, I'm going to be putting the updates out on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday unless otherwise needed. Any feedback, as always, let me know. War is here! The first cracks in the Imperium have started to widen. CO2 have backstabbed their former allies. It's all going New Eden, apparently. The Metani.com, EveNews24 and Crossing Zebras are reporting on the face of that CO2 have left the Imperium. The Metani.com had this to say. Circle of Two announced on Reddit today that they are resetting the standings with Goonswarm Federation and the rest of the Imperium. The announcement came at the end of a 5-hour engagement in which the combined Imperium forces lost over 240 billion ISK while defending a CO2 iHub. Circle of Two suffered 40 billion ISK of the losses, as well as the destruction of the iHub, while the rest of the Imperium took the other 200 billion plus, including the losses of mostly over 2 Machariel fleets, a Proteus fleet, and at least one combined FCON Razor Sleipnir fleet. The decision to reset the Imperium was made according to Senior CO2 FC Sebastian St. Frusican, sorry I butchered a name there, during an EU morning meeting of senior CO2 leadership before the battle took place. This decision may have been a pivotal factor in the battle, as no Cynojammers were online in any of the systems in the targeted constellation. Taking advantage of this, Pandemic Legion and NC Dot used triage carriers to win iHub and command nodes, while Imperium fleets were pinned down in the combination of time dilation, interdictor bubbles. This also explains the sudden disappearance of the jump bridges in the constellations, as PL and NC Dot have been pushing there for major supercapital engagements. It seems clear at this time the Imperium had committed supercapitals to the fight, and Circle of Two supers would have come into the battle as a fifth column and engage the Imperium from behind. EveNews24 had this to say. Towards the end of 2015, the CFC had seemed invincible and even attempted to immortalise their legacy with an ill-planned, expensive Kickstarter for a book detailing their past successes evicting Test Alliance, please ignore, from Fountain. They're campaigning to LowSec in order to force the various entities there to pay them a tribute and take Moon assets, was also just announced. It was during this period that they came to be obvious to several people, despite that the CFC's level of strength, they had no chance to hold all their territory in a full multi-front war. So far from the beginning to the eager traitor that Mittens wants to spin the situation, as CO2 has made plans to stand and fight with its close allies, who instead have suffered from behind CO2's lines. I personally think that CO2 hoped it could survive the invading forces alongside Bastion Lorne, as Goonswarm would eventually lose control over the other alliances. Though perhaps they thought the CFC would naturally realise its limitations and cease their dominating attitude towards their coalition members. CO2 could maintain their relationship with their allies as they cultivated and projected, while also not having to deal with the likes of Metani and Scion. Their humiliating demands. When your coalition puts you in a situation such as CO2, you have two choices: betray your own members or act as a meat shield. Crossing Zebras had the following to say. This is a long-held theory in any coalition that remains king of the hill for a substantial length of time and is eventually brought to its knees. Typically, this is down to an internal atrophy and most famously evidenced by the collapse of the Northern Coalition, despite amassing an insurmountable riches and numbers. There can be no doubt that the Imperium had a far more robust internal organisation than the NC, or than the old NC ever had, but with 40,000 plus members, it was inevitable that entities would ally in an attempt to take down an entity that was perceived correct or otherwise to become bloated. Undoubtedly, there is a degree of damage control here, as in a completely understandable given the circumstances. CO2 cite mismanagement from the wider Imperium, and in particular Corps Diplomatique, for their lingering dissatisfaction with the life in the coalition. On the other hand, it would appear that the Imperium leadership were aware of the growing schism between CO2 and the rest of the coalition. At the time of writing this, we do not know what their long-term plans for CO2 are, but an educated guess would suggest them fighting their former alliance mates on the side of the MBC. On reading the Tweetfleet Slack, MBC forces are clearly playing for this singular fight over an irrelevant timer to be of far greater significance than that is of itself. But for the moment, the Imperium are ceding both in regions and manpower, and many opposing alliances in EVE right now smell blood in the water. What I personally do know is that on this past week's This Week in New Eden, I did say that what if CO2 and another few others of the alliances that were in the Imperium left? Not saying that I called it, but called it! Yes. Elsewhere in EVE-related content, new blog posts out from Rick Javix and Wilhelm Arcturus. New podcasts are out from the Cap Stable crew with a Cap Booster with an interview with a judge from CO2 and a Jeff Raider show. Also, just to get you a reminder, a new 07 show is live tomorrow on Twitch from 2000 GMT. Plex prices in the Forge region today are registering an average traded price of 1,074,000,000 ISK so far, which is down 5 million from yesterday's closing average of 1,079,000,000. The top buy order right now in JITA is 1,068,000,000, while you could sell to the market, you could buy from the market at 1,084,000,000. Skillet extractors are trading at 252 million, which is up 1 mil from yesterday's closing, down 1 mil from yesterday's closing average of 253. They are starting on the market for 245, or you can purchase them for 249 million. Skill injectors, on the other hand, are trading at 641 million ISK, which is on par from yesterday's average. You can sell to the market at 635 million ISK, and you can buy them off the market at a current price of 644. Thank you to everyone who's chosen to support this show on Patreon and decided they get some value from what I do here and decided to give a little bit back. You can go to patreon.com/wiggles to find out about how you can support the show via Patreon. Now, I know not everyone can understand or even afford to give money, but you know what? If you do get some value out of it and you don't really want to give some money, tell some friends about the show, or give us a review on iTunes or your favourite podcaster catcher thing. You can find out about all the shows, all the ways to support this show on newedenupdate.com/support. And as you can see, we now do broadcast live on Twitch and YouTube while we record it for the show, for the podcast. So let me know what you think by sending me an email, feedback@newedenupdate.com. You can also put a comment in the show blog, which is newedenupdate.com, or you could even send us a tweet if you're on the old Twitter @newedenupdate. And as I've said many times before, you can always check out all the latest headlines, podcasts, blog posts, and all the other information that you can find over on TotalEve.com, the sister site that I run to help do this thing here because it's easier. This has been the New Eden Update for Wednesday, March 30th, 2016. We'll be back on Friday. I'm Wiggles, and thank you for listening or watching. Thank you. Something, says Caleb in YouTube. And YoshiMixX, hello, in Twitch. Hello, thank you. I'm going to do it. I've decided now that we are going to be doing the New Eden Update 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, currently. Unless something goes really majorly wrong and I need to change and do stuff, because real life and stuff kicks you in the backside sometimes. So I'm just going to dock up. I always have the outside view of 4.4. Let's see what people were saying in game. There we go. Thank you very much, Mr. Kivdra. I am on now. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, only 5 mins. It's an update show. There we go. NewEdenUpdate.com. You can get all the podcasty stuff there. TotalEve.com. The other site that I run. TotalEve.com. Let me get them. You know what? As people are watching it on YouTube, I'm just going to spam the link in the channel. TotalEve.com there. I'll put it in there as well. Go there and look at both of them because they're silly little sites that I run. Because most people go, well, I don't know what is TotalEve.com. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? It's a little dashboard. You know what I'm even going to do? Even though I finished doing the podcast, I'm now going to do some live thing on the thing. Let's go here, webpage URL. Put that in there, and you'll see this little website that I made. It's a lovely little website that gives you all the information. Now I'm going to put it sort of over here a bit so you don't miss my head anyway. Basically, it's a very nice little website, and you see it works on your mobile device, and you can go, you get all the things from Eternity.com, from EveNews24, from Crossing Zebras, from EveNT, from EvePodcast.com, from the blog pack. Oh, look, EOC TV. Oh, the CCP dev blogs. Oh, dev posts on the forums. Oh, is that Reddit I see there? Yes, it is. Oh, what's that? CSM posts? Oh, CSM posts, the other thing from the other update site from CCP. Oh, look, the Eve update site. Oh, look, the RP news, the community news, the Eve Meet page, and then some useful information links. Then the Twitch links. Oh, look, I'm there, and everyone's there. You can see who's playing. And then Tweet Fleet from Twitter. And then we have another little on the top of it as well. We have the dev fleet, which I still need to update. There's a load more I need to put on there. But same thing for developers as well, if you've got any developer things on there. But that's why we put it there. And it works on mobile. It's mobile responsive. So if I shrink it down, you'll see it sort of goes to look like a mobile phone. And then you've got all the menu options up there. Or you can get it up. Can I get it large? Can I get it as a full web page? Can I do it? Yep. So you do it as a full web page. It puts in it nice. See, I do that for the community because if I didn't do it, who would? The reason I did it was because we were lazy. Me and Dirk were lazy when we decided to start doing stuff. So we were lazy. So we made it lazy. And that's how it was. Total Eve needs a Discord channel servers. We can get in the news and write blogs in one channel. Maybe. I'm not sure about that. I might do a Discord channel. It's the thing with Discord channel. It's all good, all well and good. And again, it's real life time. That's what it is. I might have to do one. I might do one because it's a thing. I would do one in the Tweet Fleet Slack. But the thing is with that, and I'll tell you why. And I've got a lot to edit out. Well, not for the audio. The audio's already finished. But I've got a lot to edit out of the video one. But anyway, I might just leave this whole thing up and I'll cut it down and I'll do 2 new videos. I do it in Tweet Fleet Slack. But the thing is with Tweet Fleet Slack, if I did do it, then it's another channel that's got to get made and all this and all that. So, and I don't know. It's one of those things. So, best thing to do, I can always ask. So, TotalEve.com. If you go there, which just bookmark it and use it as your dashboard. It's an easy dashboard. That helps. Tell people about this show. I used to do it 5 days a week. I will go back to doing 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Tell people about this show, but also the other thing as well, if you could tell people about This Week in New Eden, the Sunday show that I do. It's at show.gamingradio.net right now, and those links will go in here. Show me chat. There and there. If you go there, that's the weekly show that I do with Dirk McGurk, and we talk about stuff. And I would say once you've done that, just follow, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. YouTube, there's a button, I think, on YouTube, sort of, maybe, is it down there? No, it's down this side, isn't it? There's the button down there. Just subscribe so you know you get the videos. If you're on YouTube, just follow. Twitch, the button's that. No, it's not. It's the other way. The button for Twitch is down there somewhere. It helps out. It helps get things out there. And, if you're on the Devil's Own iTunes, and you want to stick a review out there, could do. This show is on iTunes. I think it is. I did put it on there. iTunes. I did do it on iTunes, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's on there. So if you want to help out, and it does help. I mean, I know it's thing, but it's discoverability. It does help. And then, I like doing these silly little things. So, if you want to go, if you're on the iTunes, if you've got it, I put explicit on it because sometimes we swear on it like bum and shit and fuck and whatever, and say Jesus says, keep up the good work. See, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that review. Jesus 8557. Gary Blob helping bringing a little meta to everyone who can speak New Bros format lines on fine. Thank you very much, Jesus. A 5-star review. I never even saw that. Why did I not get that email, Jesus? Yeah, and also Twitter as usual. I'm on Twitter at WigglesGRN. I'm WigglesGRN everywhere, so you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm on Tweetfleet Slack. Basically, I'm always around and doing stuff. So, best thing to do, I'm going to set a Discord channel up right now. I'm going to do it right now. Let's set one up then. Discord. Let's do it live. Let's set a Discord channel up right now. And I nearly typed in Discordia because that was my own name, right? So, log in, because I've already had one. You can let me log in. Yeah, let me log in. Come on, put me my password in there. Oh, don't tell me it didn't save the password the last time. Or did it? I don't know if it did. No, it didn't. Alright, I'll register another account. Effort. So yes, but no. That's pretty much what it is. And I will eventually go and do stuff in Eve. I play other games as well, as you can see. I do random stuff in Eve and play games. But, yeah, the best thing to do is always just let people know about the show and stuff. That's the best thing. Is the more people know, the better. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Let me get rid of that off there. I'm going to drop off this now and set that Discord channel up. And it'll be in the show description. Anyway, thank you. Tatty bye. Tatty bye.